Welcome to Echoes of Jade, where Chinese dramas come alive. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Subscribe and let the stories enchant you.
Episode 36. It was the calm before the storm. Zang Hai, fed up with palace politics, handed in his resignation. He was ready to leave the capital, pack up his troubles, and disappeared into the countryside with his ride-or-die crew, Xiang Antu and Gao Ming. The servants had already been sent away, the house half empty, and Zang Hai had his bags half packed. But one thing, or rather, one person was missing. "Where's Gao Ming?" he asked. "Went to buy a horse," a neighbor answered. "For what? A getaway or a parade?" A few hours later, Gao Ming returned, but he didn't come alone. Trailing behind him was Zhao Bingwen, the man everyone in court either admired or feared, the ultimate political enigma, the walking contradiction. Instead of drawing swords, Zhao Bingwen took Zang Hai to a place far more dangerous than any battlefield. The slums of the capital, there, amongst the smell of poverty and desperation. The suffering of the people hit Zang Hai like a ton of bricks. "These are your people," Zhao Bingwen said. "This is why we fight." He described a nation drowning in corruption, famine, and injustice. The civil exams were rigged. Officials were getting rich off stolen rice. And warlords were treating taxes like donations to their personal mansions. The late Kuai duo had spent his life feeding the poor. And now Zhao Bingwen wanted Zang Hai to take up the mantle. Zang Hai didn't answer. He couldn't. Because in that moment, his brain screamed one thing louder than the rest. "This man might be the one who killed my family." Zang Hai's suspicion wasn't born overnight. For years, he believed there was a third man behind his family's massacre. Not Xi Yiping, someone worse, someone smarter, someone who hid behind the mask of righteousness. His resignation, a trap. He wanted to lure the true enemy out by pretending to leave the court. If this mystery enemy wanted the third copper fish, an ancient artifact Zang Hai inherited, he tried to stop him from leaving, or worse, tried to eliminate him. And now, Zhao Bingwen was trying really hard to keep Zang Hai close like. "Please join my inner circle close. Like ILL-get-you-your-own-office close." Xiang Antu was suspicious of Gao Ming. "What if he's in on it?" she whispered. Zang Hai wasn't sure, but he knew one thing. He needed to stay close to Zhao Bingwen to get the truth. That night, Gao Ming paid Zhao Bingwen a secret visit. "I'm not sure Zang Hai can handle being in the cabinet," Gao Ming admitted. "Then we'll watch him closely," Zhao Bingwen replied. "And make sure he stays alive." The last guy who tried to help, Kuai duo, got himself assassinated. Also, Zhao Bingwen was still obsessed with the third copper fish. "Find out where he's hiding it," he told Gao Ming. "We're running out of time." Zang Hai officially joined the cabinet the next day. Zhao Bingwen gave him the VIP treatment, free lunch, extra parchment, first pick of the quills. It was all very suspiciously generous. Zang Hai worked like a dog, reviewing years of dusty tax records and seeing the signature Zhao Bingwen stamped again and again. Every document squeaky clean, every file matching the law. Zhao Bingwen looked like the poster child of a righteous official. But Zang Hai wasn't buying it. He kept digging. Meanwhile, back at home, Xiang Antu received a visit from an unexpected guest, Ba Gongzi. He pointed at a painting in their house. "Wait, that's my father's painting." "Zhao Bingwen painted that mountain scene years ago." "Strange," Xiang Antu replied. "We got it from Xi Yiping's place. It was seized by the court." Ba Gongzi rushed home and flipped his entire house upside down. The original painting, gone. All that remained was an empty scroll case. Zhao Bingwen Letefentivifizes Gongzi to stop playing theater and start learning embroidery. Classic deflection. Also, Zhao Bingwen sent his butler to spy on Ba Gongzi, because of course he did. Back in the cabinet, Zang Hai was working overtime. He barely ate, barely slept. His only company was the rats, and even they seemed stressed. From one of his co-workers, he learned that Xi Yiping had been locked in a power struggle with two big names, Cao Jingshan and Zhuang Lion. Now, Zhang Hai always thought Xi Yiping was close to Cao Jingshan. Turns out, they were mortal enemies. The co-worker even showed him a notebook compiled by Xi Yiping before his death. Zhang Hai flipped through it and bam, found a real gem. Cao Jingshan's real name before joining the palace was Lu Min. Zhang Hai's eyes went wide. He ran straight to the palace archives and confirmed it. Lu Min had once studied at Daeong Academy. Guess who else was listed as his classmates? Zhao Bingwen, Zhuang Lion. The three biggest players in the kingdom were old school buddies. Zhang Hai was burning out. He came home late one night, absolutely wrecked. Gao Ming complained, "You're avoiding me. I'm working." Zhang Hai snapped. Then, in a moment of casual shade, Zhang Hai asked, "What are your future plans?" Gao Ming smiled. "Stay with you, wherever you go." But Zhang Hai's mind wasn't on friendship. He was focused, deadly focused. He had made up his mind. Zhao Bingwen was the third man, the true villain behind his family's death. He was going to confront him, maybe even kill him. Finally, the revenge saga would end. "Prepare everything," he told Xiang An too. "Tomorrow, we invite him to our home. I want the truth. All of it." And that's where we end it for now.